I get a lot of parking fines, and I have realised if you ask for evidence, then often you can get out of the fine. Now, I was up north doing a show and I got a fine, so I emailed the council asking for the evidence. I got an email from some woman called Steph, who said, "Mr. Lycett, I have passed your email on to the Freedom of Information team. Hopefully they'll be in touch with you soon." Now, I didn't like that word, hopefully, so I replied, "Steph, sadly, hopefully doth butter no parsnips." Can I have an email address for the person you have contacted? My lawyers would like to contact them directly. You have been very helpful, and hopefully you won't get caught up in the forthcoming. I thought forthcoming was sinister enough. He replied, "Mr. Lycett, I'm not sure what you mean about buttered parsnips." I've CC'd in the FOI team who will advise. Now, I got an email from someone called Colin who said, "Mr. Lycett, your request is very broad, so I've assumed you only want information pertinent to your recent parking fine. Attached is the evidence which we have, which are photographs of your car clearly parked in a taxi rank." Now, the photographs they had are of my window, which had taxi rank written on it by presumably a disgruntled taxi driver. But there's actually no evidence of a taxi rank in that photograph. So I went back to Colin, didn't I? And said, "Mr. Colin, when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me." "I see that your evidence is nothing more than a picture of the words taxi rank written on my car. I would argue this evidence is insufficient. I also put PS, apologies for the delay in replying to your previous email. I'm currently on the Costa del Sol. I provided evidence of this," and then I just put this picture. He said, "Mr. Lycett, in order to reverse the fine, you will need to provide evidence that your vehicle was not in a taxi rank." So I said, "Oh, Mr. Colin, evidence supplied. I was actually parked on the moon, as you can see clearly." I got a reply, "Mr. Lycett, I've cancelled the fine." I like writing letters, particularly letters of complaint. And I recently got a parking fine on Christmas Eve in Birmingham city centre, so I wrote this letter of complaint. Now, my friends say that they think I went in too heavy. I don't think I did. I wrote, "Dear That's fair, isn't it? I got a parking ticket in Birmingham city centre on the 24th of December. You may be more familiar with this date's more popular name, Christmas Eve. I was in town buying food and toys for some sick and starving children that I look after in a local orphanage, plus a small gift for my ageing mother, brackets, some novelty chocolates in the shape of male genitalia, aptly named When I returned to my car, you can imagine my surprise and disappointment to find a parking ticket was affixed to the windscreen. I cried as Jesus did on Christmas Day. "Forgive these sinners, they know not what they do." That's actually Easter, but I got confused. I may have also chased your parking enforcement officer shouting, "Die, Judas." I am willing to offer as payment a bottle of sherry, Christmas cheer and all that. If you fail to pay within 14 days, it will be reduced to half a bottle. If you refuse this offer, I will have to pay the fine using money from the orphanage, which will force me to starve one of the weaker children. His name is Graham. I attached a picture. It's me as a child. He's a 6-year-old boy with fair hair and the voice of an angel. I also put, "PS, just to be absolutely clear, if you do not cancel the fine, I will kill a child."